So that's slippers, excess passenger, substandard helmets, Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act. If they added all those violations to the ticket, it would be very, very, very expensive for this gentleman.
Ano po, dyan lang naman po. Next time na lang po.
Bawal po yun, ma'am. C4 po, this is a national road.
Good morning everyone, MMDA back on the road. Right now they're in Malabon. They're issuing a ticket to this vehicle for illegal parking. There are also many tricycles being ticketed for illegal parking on both sides. Motorcycles like this one here, if the drivers come out, it's only a ticket. If no one comes out, it will get towed away. This motorcycle rider was apprehended for driving in slippers. When they asked for the license, he showed some kind of special ID, but they're just insisting on the driver's license. This is a very narrow sidewalk, but nonetheless it is a sidewalk, so they'll be issuing a ticket to this one for illegal parking. Same with this one here, obstructing the sidewalk. You'll see the towing crew is now hooking up to the car from earlier. No driver came out to move it. They'll just help to guide the vehicle onto the tow truck so they won't bump up against the side. They don't want the vehicle to get damaged, obviously. Some of the tricycles that were illegally parked are already going on the back of the tow truck. No one came out to give a license and take a ticket. You'll see cones have been installed in the road here to make a VIP parking area. But nonetheless, you can see the ticket's been left under the windscreen wiper, and most likely these will get towed away also. I can see a motorcycle rider in the distance, very nice bike, wearing substandard helmet. I'm just not sure how people can spend so much on their motorcycle and then drive with a bicycle helmet. Just doesn't make sense. Aside from that, slippers, so potentially up to 3,500 pesos. Although in reality, if you're reasonable with enforcers, and over here they're hooking up to the Ford, they already connected the tow bar below the car, so they'll lift it and then pull it. The owner type Jeep has also been lifted. It looks like the driver may have arrived, but probably too late. Once the towing process has started, it's too late. And another motorcycle rider here, unfortunately, slippers and bicycle helmet. If they added both of those violations, 3,500 pesos. Same thing over here, nice NMAX motorcycle, but driving in slippers and bicycle helmet. It really won't offer you enough protection in the case of an accident. And a tow truck is getting ready to pick up this taxi that's illegally parked. They are required under their franchise to have a proper parking space, but obviously many taxis and jeepneys, they're just parked on the road every night. Across the road you'll see that tow truck has picked up a jeepney that they consider to be illegally parked. This tricycle has already been put on the back of a tow truck. Unfortunately, when they asked the driver for the license, he wasn't able to show one. Look at the huge volume of traffic on this road, and then so many illegally parked vehicles causing even more traffic. This tricycle is so overloaded that they're having to push it at the same time as using the engine. There's a lot of motorcycles on this road where the drivers and passengers aren't wearing helmets. The driver told enforcers he doesn't have a license. They said they're going to impound the motorcycle. Then he changed his mind and said, I do have a license. So maybe he was hoping that they would just let him go. Enforcers taking a photo now, probably just as the evidence. The driver's not wearing shoes, and obviously there's no license plate. Although sometimes the problem is with LTO when it comes to plates. So in my experience, enforcers are not really that strict on plates. Fortunately, the driver said he doesn't have a license. How can you operate public transport carrying people around in your tricycle if you don't have a driver's license? The enforcer is asking him, are you sure you really don't have a license? Because the vehicle will be impounded. So if you have a license, just hand it over, save yourself a lot of trouble. But the driver said, really, I don't have a license.